The Philippines is characterized by a diversity of indigenous communities and knowledge systems. There are 110 major indigenous groups representing 14% of the country's population. The diversity of indigenous communities have been a subject of research. Indigenous research is a research in any field or discipline that is conducted by, grounded in, or engaged with indigenous communities or individuals and their wisdom, culture, experience, or knowledge systems as expressed in their dynamic forms, past and present. Conscious efforts to conduct research with ethics in mind show our appreciation of the languages, cultures, history, and perspectives of indigenous peoples. What is indigenous research ethics? So, indigenous research ethics is a collective and diverse set of responses to the way by which research has historically been and continues to be done with indigenous peoples and communities. It is important to adhere to ethical norms in research as norms promote the aims of research, such as knowledge and truth. Policies and guidelines to address fabricating, falsifying, or misrepresenting research data promote the truth and minimize error. Ethics of working with people include adopting the guiding principles of cultural allyship, humility, collaboration, critical reflection, respect, and social justice. Foremost is the respect of indigenous people's right to maintain the secrecy of indigenous knowledge and practices. Ethics in research related to indigenous people has over recent decades been increasingly discussed in a global context. One of the reasons among so many is that indigenous people have endured a long history of having their bodies, cultures, traditions, and beliefs objectified. Let us look at some ethical frameworks which are relevant to indigenous research. The first, we look at a global framework, the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. Indigenous peoples have the collective right to live in freedom, peace, and security as distinct peoples and shall not be subjected to any act of genocide or any other act of violence, including forcibly removing children or the group to another group. There is a framework in the Philippines, and this is on a national level, called Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act, or IPRA, and this is by virtue of Republic Act 8371 of 1997. IPRA is an act to recognize, protect, and promote the rights of indigenous cultural communities or indigenous peoples, creating a national commission on indigenous peoples, establishing and the implementing mechanisms, appropriating funds, and this act makes provision for the promotion and recognition of the rights of indigenous cultural communities and indigenous peoples, with a view to preserve their culture, tradition, and institutions, and to ensure the equal protection and non-discrimination of members. So what are some of the indigenous research methodologies that should have emphasized on ethical research practices? Indigenous research methodologies consist of quantitative, qualitative, and or mixed method approaches. Regardless of the approach, ethical indigenous research methodologies prioritize cultural sensitivity, respect, and reciprocity. They are designed to ensure that the research is conducted within indigenous communities and they adhere to ethical standards while respecting their values, traditions, and worldviews. So there are 7 key principles of ethical methodologies for indigenous research. The first one is free, prior, informed consent. Researchers must obtain the consent of indigenous communities or individuals before commencing the research. Consent should be voluntary, specific, and offered without coercion, bribery, or misinformation of any kind, and with a clear understanding of the research purpose and potential consequences. The process should also respect the collective nature of decision-making in many indigenous communities. Pre-prior informed consent, or FPIC, is contained in the IPRA of 1997 as one of the mechanism or provision for the promotion and recognition of the rights of indigenous communities and people. In the IPRA, indigenous peoples have the right to give or withhold their consent for any action that would affect their lands, territories, and rights. The Administrative Order number 3 in 2012 of the National Commission of Indigenous People provides the revised guidelines on the exercise of FPIC and related processes. So that is FPIC. The second key principle of ethical methodologies is respect for indigenous knowledge and cultural protocols. Indigenous knowledge is often transmitted orally and tied to specific cultural protocols. Researchers should respect and honor these protocols by seeking guidance from community elders and knowledge keepers. The third key principle is cultural sensitivity and humility. Researchers must be culturally sensitive, demonstrating humility in their interactions with indigenous communities. It is essential to acknowledge that researchers are guests in indigenous spaces, and they must adapt their methodologies and expectations to align with local customs and traditions. The fourth key principle is reciprocity and benefit sharing. Research should be conducted with the aim of benefiting indigenous communities. Researchers should engage in reciprocal relationships, which may involve sharing research results, building local capacity, or contributing to community development. This helps to address the issue on the historical exploitations of indigenous knowledge and resources. The fifth key principle is protection of indigenous rights and privacy. Researchers must ensure that their work does not infringe upon indigenous rights, including intellectual property rights and privacy. This involves respecting the sensitive nature of certain indigenous information and ensuring that data is securely stored and shared only with appropriate permissions. The sixth key principle is collaborative research. Collaborative research methodologies where indigenous communities are actively involved in the research process are often preferred. Such approaches promote local ownership of research and enhance the relevance and applicability of findings to indigenous communities. The seventh and the last key principle is ongoing communication and feedback. Researchers should open lines of communication with indigenous communities through the research process. This ensures that any concerns or issues can be addressed promptly, and it will foster a sense of trust between researchers and the community. A researcher must be able to reflect on his research methods and claim that the research that we do with indigenous people is a ceremony that allows us a raised level of consciousness and insight into their world. In conclusion, let me reiterate that a commitment to ethical research with indigenous communities should extend beyond formal compliance requirements. Rather, it should be motivated by a deep respect and reciprocity with indigenous communities. As we progress our journey of research and engagement with indigenous knowledge, we need to understand the importance of working closely with indigenous peoples and communities. Good relationships are central to ethical engagements with indigenous knowledge systems. They require a commitment in working and enduring partnerships with indigenous knowledge holders for the benefit of their communities. Ethical research methodologies not only contribute to the production of valuable knowledge, but also foster meaningful relationship between researchers and indigenous people, emphasizing that research should be a tool for empowerment, understanding, and reconciliation. Thank you